Hacking's Not a Game, written by Gregory B White, illustrated by Yolanda Kostelic. The sun had been up for 2 hours, and the day was already beginning to get hot. Mama Moose had been planning the Moose family trip to the beach for weeks. Max, Maggie, Molly, hurry up. We want to be sure to find a good spot to build our sandcastle, she called up to her children. Papa has a car almost loaded, she added, hurrying to include the picnic basket she had packed with their lunch to the almost full trunk. Maxwell Moose typed in the line in the chat session on his computer as he heard the car's trunk slam. Gotta go. Our family day at the beach is today. What a bore. Can't you get out of it? Maybe say you've got homework to do, typed his friend Randy Raccoon. No, Max answered, typing as fast as he could. My mom has been planning this trip for a long time. We do it every year. Papa made his list of things he wanted to do months ago. But Fearless is going to show us how to have a little fun today, typed his other friend, Billy Badger. He is going to teach us how to hack into the city's computers. He said he'd show us how to change the city's webpage, added Randy. Don't remind me, Max replied. His mother called up to him again, urging him to hurry and log off the computer so they could get going. The traffic is going to get worse the later it gets, she added, glancing at her watch. If we don't leave soon, all of the good sandcastle spots will be gone. But Fearless has already broken into the city's computer that keeps track of the traffic, Billy typed. He's deleted all of the files so nobody can get directions or traffic information. Wow, that's funny, typed Randy. You sure you can't stay, Max? It's gonna be a lot of fun. No, I've got to go, Max replied. If I don't go now, my mom will probably unplug my machine. You guys have fun and tell me about it later. Max quickly logged off his computer as Mama Moose started up the stairs. I'm coming, he said. Hurry, Max, Maggie Moose said, urging her brother to move faster. We need to get to the beach so you can help Molly and me with our sandcastles. You always make the best castles. Sandcastles are dumb, Max grumbled. Maggie gasped. But you always liked making them before, she said, surprised at her brother's outburst. But my friends are going to have fun on the computer. We met somebody online who said he'd show us how to hack into other people's computers and have fun. Again, Maggie was surprised by her brother's comment. That doesn't sound like fun. That just sounds wrong, she said, a note of concern in her voice. You just don't understand, Max snarled at his sister. You're too young to understand. Breaking into other computers is fun. It's exciting. What are they going to do once they break in? Maggie whispered. Not much. Just look around, maybe get rid of a couple files, maybe replace a web page, things like that, Max said with a grin. Won't that cause problems? Maggie asked, concerned. Max smiled wider. Of course, that's what makes it fun. Well, that doesn't sound fun to me, Maggie snorted. It just sounds mean. She turned and walked out the door, a big frown on her face. As Maggie and Max ran downstairs, they heard Papa grumble at the family computer. I wanted to check on the traffic to find the best way to get to the beach, but the computer keeps telling me it's been hacked and I should stay at home. Papa complained loudly. It just displays an image of the snowy mountains and tells me to try snow skiing instead. Max turned and grinned at Maggie. See how funny that is? He whispered so Papa couldn't hear. Maggie whispered back, that's not funny. It's just making Papa mad. That's what's so funny about it, Max giggled. Everybody who wants to know how to get to the beach is being told to go to the mountains instead. Max turned and walked away quickly, struggling to keep from laughing out loud. Let's just go, Mama called from the front door. We know how to get there. We go there every year. Papa shut the computer down, scooped Molly up in his arms, and hurried to follow Mama out the door. As soon as the Moose family started driving, everybody's mood lightened. Max even joined in as Mama Moose led the family in singing their favorite traveling songs. What do you want to do first when we get to the beach? Papa Moose asked after the family finished singing, I've got sand on my horns. for the third time. I want to go surfing, Max answered quickly. Collect more shells for my collection, Maggie said. Build sandcastles, Molly cried out, holding up her plastic shovel. We can do all of that, Papa laughed. It won't be long now. We are about to take the highway, and it should be a quick trip from there. Uh-oh, Papa said suddenly. It looks like we aren't the only ones heading somewhere today. The highway was packed. Families in their cars stretched for miles, and the traffic moved very slowly. The mood of the Moose family changed quickly as they sat in the traffic, barely inching forward. This is why I wanted to check the traffic on the computer, Papa grumbled as he honked the car's horn in frustration. We could be stuck in this traffic for hours. This is why I wanted to leave earlier, added Mama, obviously upset. I want to build sandcastles, wailed Molly from her car seat. I'm going to take the next exit, Papa said in frustration. It may not be the straightest route, but at least maybe the traffic is moving in the city. Unfortunately for the Moose family, the traffic wasn't any better in the city. Cars were backed up for miles in every direction. I've never seen the traffic so bad, snarled Papa. I wonder what is causing all of the problems. As the Moose family car moved forward, Papa called out to a police bear. What's up? Papa asked as he inched the car through the intersection. None of the traffic lights are working, responded the police bear as he blew his whistle to get some cars moving. Somebody has broken into the computers that run the lights and changed them all to green. Nobody knows whose turn it is to move, and there are accidents all over the city. It would be better if everybody just went home until we can fix the problem. This is all your friend's fault, Maggie whispered to Max in the back seat, obviously upset. Do you think hacking is still innocent fun now? Max smiled weakly, but was beginning to wonder how much fun hacking really was. After 30 minutes, the Moose family had only gone 4 blocks. Everybody was getting cranky. It's hot, Maggie complained. I want to go to the beach, wailed Molly. Some fun family trip, snarled Max. There's no use complaining, Mama said, trying to quiet her family. Maybe we can't go to the beach, but we can still have some fun. She pointed to a building ahead of them. Maybe we should just go eat lunch at our favorite restaurant. The family all looked at where she was pointing. Yay, cried Maggie. It's the Moose Country Family Diner. I want a hot fudge sundae. Ice cream, said Molly. Triple-decker royal banana pecan delight, added Max, licking his lips as he thought about his favorite dessert. The family diner it is then, said Papa, his mood visibly brighter as he turned the car into a parking lot. As Papa was parking the car, Mama Moose said, uh-oh, look. She pointed to a sign on the door that said, cash only. She asked Papa, do you have enough cash? No, he replied. I was counting on using my Federal Moose Express credit card if we needed to buy anything. Let me go and see what is happening. Papa got out of the car and went into the diner. A few minutes later, he came out with a frown on his face. What is going on? Asked Mama. Somebody has messed up their computers and they can't use credit cards. They can only take cash, Papa snarled. Maybe we can get some money from our bank. It's just a few blocks away, Mama said hopefully. As Papa got back in the car and drove out of the parking lot, Maggie snarled at Max. What do you think now? She asked Max. And Max didn't smile this time. At the bank, things didn't look any better. A line of people was outside waiting when a man had just hung a closed sign on the door. What's going on? Papa asked a not-so-happy badger who was standing in line. They said that somebody broke into their computers. They can't give out any money until they get them fixed, the badger gruffly responded. They said it may not be until tomorrow or the next day that everything is back to normal. Once more, the Moose family drove away sad. It looks like we aren't going to be able to go to the diner, Mama Moose said, turning in the car seat to face the kids. I'm sorry that the day hasn't turned out like we planned it, but there's nothing we can do. I hope the police bears catch whoever it is breaking all of the computers, Papa snarled. It sure has ruined the day for our family. Maggie looked at Max, but didn't say anything. She didn't have to. Max was looking at his feet. He wondered how long his friends were going to keep breaking into the city's computers. It was certainly ruining his day. Papa Moose pointed the car in the direction of the Moose house and eased back into the traffic jam. The Moose family hadn't gone far before they noticed a large crowd hurrying along the sidewalk in the same direction the Moose family was heading. "What's up?" called Papa Moose to some of the animals in the crowd. "Didn't you hear?" a squirrel replied. "The Bear Country Singers are giving a free concert at the park today, right in front of the courthouse. But you better hurry. They're supposed to start soon." "The Bear Country Singers," Maggie squealed. "Oh, Papa, can we go? They're my favorite group." "Mine too," Max hurriedly chimed in. "I've waited to see them for a long time. Can we go, please?" "You know, I like them too," Mama added. "The day won't be a complete loss if we get to hear them." "Okay," Papa cheerfully said. "Next stop, the Bear Country Singers concert." "Yay!" cried Max, Maggie, and Mama in unison. Molly cheered too, though she didn't really know why. It took the Moose family 20 minutes to work their car through traffic to find a place near the park to leave their car. They quickly joined the crowd heading to the park. There was already a large audience there, but they didn't sound too happy. "I wonder what the problem is," said Mama. "When are the Bear Country Singers going to start?" "They aren't," snarled an upset-looking bear in front of them. "Listen to the mayor." The Moose family edged forward so they could hear what the mayor was saying. He was on the steps of the courthouse trying to quiet the crowd. "Listen, listen," he said. "The Bear Country Singers are not here today. They never were going to be here today. Somebody broke into the city's web pages and changed them to say the singers were going to be here. It's a hoax. It's not true. Please, all of you, just go home. We think we're getting close to finding out who did this, and we will arrest them when we do." The Moose family slowly returned to their car and headed home. They had only just gotten on the highway when Papa said, "Uh-oh, what now?" A sign along the highway told them to exit because the highway was closed. A long line of cars was leaving the highway, but the traffic was barely moving along. "This is going to add another hour to our trip," Papa complained. After traveling along for a few minutes, Papa glanced at the highway ahead and said, "There's nothing wrong with that highway. I wonder why they told us to exit." Molly leaned over to Max and snarled, "I bet this is just one more thing your friends did to ruin our day." Max smiled weakly at her and said, "It sounded funny when they talked about it earlier, but I guess maybe it isn't so funny after all." After a few miles, Papa got back on the highway to finish the journey home. Tired and upset, nobody said much on the trip back. There was no family singing. Papa wasn't telling jokes. Mama wasn't telling stories. They all just wanted to get home and have the day end. "At least the traffic has lightened up a bit," Papa said. "Maybe they caught whoever was breaking into the computers." "I wonder what will happen to the hackers when they catch them," Mama said. "Probably spend time in jail," Papa said, "and maybe have to pay for the problems they caused today." "Hopefully the judge won't let them touch their computers for a long time," added Mama. "I should hope so," Papa replied. "Well, I guess your friends won't be hacking into any computers again. I wonder if they still think it's funny," Maggie said. "They sure caused problems today." "Yes, they did," Max said sheepishly. "I won't be doing it, that's for sure. I don't want to spoil anybody's trips, and I don't want to lose my computer. I guess hacking is not a game after all." The end.